All right, y'all, back with another good summertime car. 1968 Oldsmobile Delmont convertible. This thing definitely is clean, so stay tuned. Take you on the test drive, put her on the rack, take you all around her. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So as you can see, this Delmont is finished in this beautiful red convertible and sitting on a brand new set of chrome and gold 20-inch spokes, which I think the gold and chrome always set perfect with the red. Obviously the gold and red go together, and then the chrome highlights all the trim around the car as well. Going around it, I probably say the paint is about a 7.5. It's all original paint, so obviously, you know, I would probably say it would need some paint at some point in time. There's a couple deeper scratches here and there, this being one of them. All the trim is intact moving down the vehicle, so as far as the emblems underneath the car and also all the trim around the doors themselves. I'm about 3 feet away, and obviously the paint looks good, so it's once you get up on it that you start seeing all the imperfections. The body appears to be pretty straight though. I'm not seeing any like crazy waviness, dents, or anything like that. This is one of those that I was talking about where it's a little bit of paint peeling, well, I'm sorry, scratched off. And then you can see a little bit in the trunk itself. Convertible top works flawlessly with all the trim around it. I'll show you once we go on the test drive. Trunk doesn't have any dents or anything, and again, all the emblems are there. And the bumper is in really good condition. No pitting, no rust or anything, no dents. Driver's side appears to be more of the same. Nothing shows as far as dents or anything like that, so appears to be pretty straight. Again, all the trim around the windows and all the trim coming along the top as well. Moving along towards the front, this is one of those spots that I would say, again, you'll end up needing some paint. You could always touch up paint it, but I think it's going to be super hard to match this paint. Again, you know, you're almost looking at a 60-year-old car. So the front looks extremely well. The bumper, no dents, no scratches, no pitting, and all the trim is intact around the headlights as well. Let me grab the keys so we can pop the trunk and also check up under the hood. All right, so let's go ahead and pop the trunk. All right, let's see. Sorry about that. There we go. So looking at the trunk itself, has the original padding in here. Trunk looks super good though, honestly. We'll check out underneath, of course. Not gonna pull all of this out, but I think it just shows you that it's in pretty good shape. You got the original jack paperwork underneath and the spare tire. Let's go ahead and pop this hood. Try and do this with one hand. Set you down for 1 second. Sorry about that. It's always hard getting these ones with one hand because of the two latches. So, cool thing about this car, there's a 455 and the engine is super clean all the way. As you guys see, well, you'll see once we go on this drive around, she fires right up. Engine bay has been taken care of. There's no like crazy rust, no new, you don't need new fender wells or anything. We do have power brakes, and of course we have power steering. But like I said, the engine itself is super clean and she's got sufficient power. Check out the interior. I'm gonna tell you right now, the interior is only missing one thing. Driver's seat has a rip in it. That's the only thing. Other than that, the interior is almost flawless. We weren't able to get the seat repaired because it would have taken away the what I consider the character of the seats. They didn't have seat covers for it, and the upholstery, they would have just made it flat, so it would have just been a solid piece. And you know, I think you kind of want to keep these. It gives character instead of having just a smooth leather look. So we'll leave. That's why the car is priced where it is, because somebody else will have to fix that. Checking out the door panel. Door panel is in excellent condition. No rips or anything, no peels. Looking underneath the doors, no rust, just, you know, typical faded paint. Pretty decent. Looking at the rear seat, great condition. No rips, no tears or anything back here. And the black shows very well. And as you can see, the rear lights work as well. Checking out the dash. Dash is in great condition. We have no cracks, no tears. Oh, and the windshield is good too. There are no cracks there or anything. Wood panel shows good. No peeling, no cracks. And the carpet is relatively good. Obviously, it's a little bit lighter just because, you know, black fades over time. But there are no rips or tears. And you'll see the convertible top when we go on the test drive. It's in excellent condition too. There are no rips or anything there. Passenger seat. No tears there, no work needed. And passenger door panel, same as the driver's, no issues there. Windows are manual, so no need to check those. We know those work. So overall, like I said, the interior, if it wasn't for that driver's seat, she's almost flawless, honestly. And then the other issue with getting that repaired, whoever makes that decision, it's a bench seat. So if you make it smooth, it's gonna make the whole seat smooth. So that's why we left that up to the customer. Stay tuned, we're going to test. All right, y'all, we're getting ready for the test drive in the 68 Delmont. Let's go ahead and get her started. That's a cold start, fired right up. Let's check. No speaker sound, I don't think. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't hear anything. I know ain't no AC. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Horn works. Wipers work. I know the lights work because I had them on. We'll check, and we'll check the top when we come back. We haven't had the Delmont in a while. It's really only like the second one I can remember, to be honest. But I don't know, something special about these. Like, they always ride good. Like, they seem sporty, but still have a good, comfortable ride. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but they kind of remind me of Granvilles in a way. Just not looks, not any of that, just how they drive. Like, I feel like the sportiness of them, but I still feel like I can just cruise and eat up the freeway too. So mileage reads 27,054. Obviously 5-digit odometer, but reads 27,000. Let's check out. It's 45 degrees. I left the top down because I was too lazy to put it up, but the top is in good shape. Throttle response is excellent. As soon as I hit the gas, she's going. Kind of was just wiggling the steering wheel just a little bit. So let's see. Hands off the steering wheel, she's tracking straight. Steering is a little bit loose, about what you expect though, again, for 60s cars. Throttle response is good. She got sufficient power. You're not gonna burn any tires or anything like that, but brakes are solid, well modulated. I'm barely on it. Came to a stop. The next stop sign, I'll go ahead and get on it a little bit tough. She is sitting on a set of 20s, and the 20s aren't impacting the ride in any way at all. We did put on new shocks in the back, which you'll see when we do the undercarriage video. But like I said, she's riding solid. As you can tell, she's not bouncing up and down. I'm not hearing any squeaks, any rattles. So she's riding pretty solid, honestly. Oh, and then also too, the gas looks like it's accurate. Fuel gauge is good. Speedometer looks solid. The brake light is on and the brakes have been done. I know sometimes that can be an issue. I think actually I think it was reading the emergency brake on, because I pulled the lever a little bit and it came off, so ignore that light. Let's get on it a little bit. Doing about 40, and like I said, she's solid. We'll see when we hit this dip up here if anything rattles loose or shakes loose at all. Get on the brakes a little bit. Brakes are solid. I got on them a little bit tough there and almost put me into the steering wheel. That little dip there that I always hit is super deep, and like I said, when I hit it, even with the 20s, it didn't impact anything at all. So I've always liked driving Delmonts. I don't know why, they just do good. So let me go ahead, get her back. I'm gonna throw her on the rack, show you guys underneath, see how she looks, and then let the top up as well. All right, y'all, we got the Delmont up on the rack. Looking at the rear bumper, it's in pretty decent shape. Underneath, there is a crack right there, so it's underneath the car. Looking at the frame and the pans, everything actually looks pretty solid. Gas tank is good. I'm not seeing any signs of leaks, and at some point in time, the exhaust was redone. Coming up, looks like we do have new shocks in the back. Looks like your stock springs. Got drums back here. Everything has been coated at some point in time, and we got box trailing. We got, yeah, trailing arms are good. The pans themselves, the floor looks good, as well as the frame. So not seeing any soft spots or anything like that. Obviously it's been coated at some point in time, but like I said, no soft spots, no holes or anything I can point out. Again, the exhaust has been done. Cross member looks solid. Came off the test drive. I'm not seeing any signs of leaks from the trans or the oil pan. And we got drums in the front as well. Looks like the exhaust was done all the way from the manifolds. Coming up towards the front, no other signs of leaks. Everything looks actually pretty good under here. Front bumper is in great condition. I don't have any cracks or rust or anything to point out here. Coming along the passenger side, again, brand new 20-inch set of chrome and gold spokes with the Vogue tires, so of course they match at all four corners. Trim and the framework is solid underneath, not missing anything, and I'm not seeing any dents or like rust ate up anything. Going back to what I said about the paint, this is one of those spots where some of the paint was peeled off. Trim still intact. And let's move to the driver's side. More of the same over here. Wheel wells look solid. All the trim is intact. And underneath as well, like I said, the frame looks solid. I'm not seeing any rust spots or any spots that have been patched or anything. So overall, she's pretty decent. All right, so if you're interested in this 68 Delmont, make sure you give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check out, obviously, our Instagram and website at Rolling Museums. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below. Appreciate you watching.